Hey guys, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This week's Smackdown. So what is there to say about this week's Smackdown? Well, I believe this was another below-par episode of Smackdown, though I like the way it started. Tiffany Stratton is in the ring with Pretty Deadly to celebrate Nia Jax as the new women's champion. This segment was humorous in a strange way. It hints at how Nia is nobody's friend and doesn't quite appreciate Tiffany's gesture. Michin interrupts the celebration by attacking Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, and Pretty Deadly with a kendo stick. It's gonna be Nia Jax defending her title against Michin, perhaps at Bash at Berlin PLE. We then have Andrade versus Carmelo Hayes, which we have already had twice so far, so this is the third time. We know Andrade won twice, so it was predictable that Carmelo may win this one, and that is what happened. Still a good match from a wrestling perspective, and I'm sure much better for the live audience due to the lack of commercials. At the end of the match, Andrade's ego gets the best of him and he attacks Carmelo Hayes, which means it's not over yet, even if we want it to be over. Obviously, there are some backstage segments of the Bloodline, but the next match is Naomi versus Blair Davenport. I mean, are you excited for this? I don't know. The match was okay, but nothing to write home about. Next, Kevin Owens walks in on A-Town Under, talking smack about him, and challenges Grayson Waller for a match. Now, we know it's KO versus Randy Orton at Bash at Berlin PLE, and therefore we know who is going to win the match, unless it ends in DQ. Why can't we see more mixed matches, like tag team matches, sometimes to make things less predictable? Who knows? Anyways, yeah. Kevin Owens wins magnificently and continues going at them after the match. When the numbers finally go against him, then of course Cody comes to the rescue. I saw this coming. I mean, that's okay, but give us something exciting or something different at least. Then some more backstage stuff and a dinner scene with Pablo Escobar, and LA Knight comes out. Not to the ring, he just stands at the entrance as he gives his promo. Seems like a filler, so the live audience can just see LA Knight live. Why can't we just see LA Knight wrestle more often on SmackDown episodes? There can be a variety of different types of matches. Triple threat, fatal four-way, anything. And of course, no Logan Paul this week. He makes special appearances every now and then. What's the deal? Then it's Street Profits versus DIY, a qualifying match for the Tag Team Championship match in the future, possibly at Bash at Berlin PLE. This was the best match of the evening. At least we couldn't fully predict who would win, and there were some exciting spots. The Street Profits win. Now we reach the climax of the show, and the first half seemed like last week. Solo comes out, calls out Roman. Roman comes out, a brawl ensues with Roman having the edge. This time he gets his hands on the Tribal Chief Garland. Right when he wears it, Jacob Fatu appears and attacks him. Finally, we see a vulnerable Roman Reigns. This was different, and he is attacked by Solo, Tama, and Jacob. Speaking of which, where was Tongaloa? Anyways, Roman is put through a table, and the new Bloodline stands tall. The problem with SmackDown these days is that anything related to the Bloodline truly happens at the end of the show, and before that everything is just okay or below average. I fear Cody's championship reign is losing excitement. So much we see on SmackDown is just so generic these days, while Raw is literally on fire these days. If they can just focus on better matches, everything else can be forgotten. Anyways, guys, that's that. Please do subscribe to my channel. I know this was a short review because what is there to say really, right? Well, I'm looking forward to Raw now. Until then, peace out. Bye.